Title of this one is going to be Hurricane Aftermath or Post-Hurricane, something along those lines. So, hello and welcome to the Modern Skein podcast. My name is Sharon Graff and I'm the owner of the Modern Skein, which is a yarn shop here in Montgomery, Texas.
And I'm Ceili. I'm your Gen Z yarn guide here at the Modern Skein.
And the good news is we have power back on at the shop. So we have AC here. We have water, we have power, we also have internet. So the shop is back functioning. Sad news is I don't have power.
I don't have power.
Kathy does have power.
She does?
She got power back late last night, so that's good. I'm not supposed to have power back for 4 more days. Luckily, my parents don't live very far away and they have power and a generator, so sleepover.
That's what me and my sibling, we have a little generator that can power like a fan and our fridge and everything, so we don't lose our food. But we only have one fan, so all of my siblings and I have been sleeping in the living room.
Yeah.
Just all piled together.
Yep, that's the best way to do it.
Yep.
So the hurricane came through. Tropical storm by the time it hit us. That was Monday. We lost power Monday. We don't have a generator, small or large, at our house. Josh's parents live in our neighborhood a few streets over, and they have a small generator, so they can plug in the fridge, and all that kind of stuff. So once the rain went away, which honestly, the rain was over.
It was fine,
noon.
It was not a bad storm.
And we had decent wind. Not in our neighborhood. I don't think any actual trees came down. We had branches and some people's fences, blew over and stuff like that. But no real bad damage in our neighborhood. So that's great.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of down trees did happen. But so we lost power. We went over to Josh's parents to not open our fridge or anything like that. And they ended up hooking up their internet as well, so and their TV. So we just streamed movies and played games at their house. Then we went back to our house, slept. And since we didn't have power again, then we packed up all our fridge and freezer stuff, took it to my parents because they have an extra freezer. Got all that situated, and now we're having a family sleepover at my parents' house. So,
yay!
But, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I haven't heard anything other than loss of power from anyone at the shop or anything like that. So everyone's good and safe and accounted for. Surrey did fine. The only reason I think we didn't have power yesterday is I think they turned off the power here to fix stuff. Because we had power here according to the maps and according to everything that we had here up until yesterday morning. And then we didn't have power. But now we do. So it came back pretty sure yesterday around like 6 here. That's when I got the notice. So all's good.
Yep.
And you would think I actually would have had a lot of knitting time. I didn't knit hardly at all. I don't think I knitted all Monday. It was hot. I had books downloaded on my Kindle, and so I mostly read. Actually fell asleep during the rain, which was lovely. Nothing like a good rain nap.
Yep.
But I did take knitting over to my parents, and so I did get some knitting done last night, which was nice. So I'll show you that. Do I have a finished object? feel like I did, but I don't think I brought it.
I have one.
Oh, you have one?
Yes, I have one.
Did I finish something and leave it in the shop? What did I do? What did I work? I don't even know what I worked on. Oh, this is
I don't remember what you were working on last podcast.
Oh my god.
You showed your girder tank already.
Yeah, because that was finished. I actually don't think I finished anything else. Okay, I don't have any finished objects.
Well, I do.
Yay.
And it is my Mara shawlette.
It's so cute.
So cute. So
Adorbs.
you can tie, or you can style it like a little cowl bandana, which is a little hard to see because my shirt's dark too, but a little bandana, or you could tie it around the back like a little tie. Super cute. And yeah, it's probably not centered, but pull it down. Yeah. There you go. Cute.
That look really cute over like a little maxi dress or something.
Or like a, yeah. So this is it's called the Mara by Audrey Borrego on Ravelry. I used 1 skein of Spincycle's dyed in the wool in Dream World. So I just knit, you can, depending on how much yarn you have, you can just knit until however big you want it to be. So you just knit until half of your ball is used up, and then you start the decreases. So this is how much I was able to do with 1 skein of Spincycle, which is pretty good. It's pretty nice.
I mean, it makes a knife like, I mean, it's a little bit bigger than, say, a Sophie scarf or anything like that. Spincycle is 200 yards for dyed in the wool. So I think she says in the pattern anywhere from like 200 to 4 something. She does say fingering weight, but obviously this is a sport.
And I did size up to, I think it calls for a 4. I sized up to a 5 because I didn't want it to be super dense. I wanted it to be more like a summery, lightweight. And I did block it pretty aggressively to stretch it.
Looks good.
But
yeah,
it's so cute. I love this pattern. It's so addicting and really simple.
It is adorable.
Yep.
And so you could use this for, make it bigger and do a fingering weight little scarfette, like with a single skein. It would look really cute in speckles or variegated. You could get 2 skeins of Spincycle and make it bigger.
Yep.
You could honestly, I bet you could do it in Dream State too. Just go up to maybe like a 6 or a 7 needle.
That would be pretty.
Do it in DK. I mean, you could do
it in any, it's really
all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Just adjust your needle to the fabric that you like, and weigh out your skein so that when you use up half, you can either decrease or just get more. That would be cute in Lynn too.
That would.
Or Mojave.
Nice summery.
For a super summery one.
That'd be really cute.
Lots
of ideas.
Yes. So, because I'm not at my normal house and not in my normal craft room and everything, I only brought 2 of the projects that I'm working on because these are the only 2 things that I had brain space to work on whatsoever. Because it's a little stressful.
Yeah.
You know, minor details. So I am working on my Vertices Unite by Stephen West. So you can see here I've reached the end of the increase section, and so now I'm on the decrease section for the section A. So I am continuing with the stripes, and this is Les Garçons BFL Sock in Highland, Vincents Highland Coup and Cheryl's Coal Gray. Once I finish this section, section B is going to be Emma's Stone. So nice and neutral. Yes. And then I didn't bring it with me, excuse me, but I have Moira's, Moira's Black Rose and Ellie's Childhood Home for colors D and E.
It's gonna be so pretty.
It is. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice. Neutral, kind of dark and moody, but also just really fun. So,
I love the stripes. You're striping every row? Or every 2 rows?
Every 2 rows. Mm-hmm. So I am modifying it ever so slightly. And I don't think this is giving away much of the pattern, but when you do your increase, so he has the pattern written for a size large and a size small. When you do the increase, you increase until you have, I think it's 60 stitches for the small or 90 stitches for the large. I have enough to do the size large, but I also wanted to err on just the safe side, and I know my gauges is a smidgen looser anyway, so I increased to 80 stitches, and then I started my decrease from there. Because the rest of the shawl is basically done with picking up stitches from that point, and you mark it with a marker, it's going to be very easy to then just minus 10 stitches off of what I would have, say, picked up for the next section. It's going to be very, so I just made a note, I increased just to 80. I know years ago, and there may be Ravelry notes on it, but years ago, Lisa DeFrusca, one of the former owners of Espace Tricot, she did a Vertices Unite. And I believe this was her single color Vertices Unite that she just did like an I-cord border on. But she also modified it to be in between the sizing. I want to say she went to maybe like 75 stitches. So she did kind of a medium size Vertices Unite. I don't remember. I know she talked about it in length on one of the podcasts. It was probably like podcast 3 or 4. It was back in the way early days. She also may have put those notes on Ravelry because they were really good about putting all their notes in Ravelry if they did modifications. So if you want a little bit more information, I would look there or look to one of the really early podcasts. And that's actually who I got the idea from back in my early podcast days when I knit my first Vertices Unite to knit it all one color, because she did that as well. It was very dark, I want to say almost black, but then she did the I-cord border in a contrast like a hot pink, which was super cute. When I did my first one all one color, I did the whole thing, I-cord everything. This one, I'm still debating. I have another color that'd be like a 5th color that I could pop the border with. Or I've also thought about doing a 2-color border.
That'd be cool.
Because I think I'll have enough Ellie's Childhood Home to either use it to alternate the color that I'm supposed to use, which I think is the Vincents Highland Coup, for the border. I could alternate it in Ellie's Childhood Home. So lots of options I have for it. So what have you been working on?
Let's see, I have 2 new cast-ons.
Ooh.
So my first one is, okay, this is a Tulsa Tee, and I know the Tulsa Tank just came out, and I was planning to do it, and I was planning to use this yarn for it. But as I was winding the yarn up, I was thinking, am I really gonna wear this yarn as the Tulsa Tank? I feel like I would wear it more as a t-shirt. So I decided to do the tee instead. But, let me get it up. It's a little hard to see because it's got a lot of stitches on there, but it's super pretty.
It is.
Nice. This is Dachas sock in Jewel of the King. So I did a folded neckline edge to kind of give it like a polished t-shirt look, and I'm gonna do that for the hem and the sleeve cuffs too.
That's gonna be really nice.
Yes. So it's looking good so far. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's gonna be super pretty.
Yeah, it is.
I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, Tulsa Tee and Tulsa Tank is by Rebecca Clow.
Yes, that's right.
I've knit a Tulsa Tee. You can do it in fingering or DK.
Oh yeah, so this is Yes, so I did the Tolsta tank back in February, I think, and I did the DK version and I striped it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the fingering weight version.
Yeah.
So I really like it.
It is really good. And it's a great versatile pattern.
Mm-hmm.
The tank is knit bottom up. The top is top down. So 2 different ways you can do it. But even with the tank top, she gives you all sorts of different modifications, like round neck, crew necks, V-necks, mix and match. So you want like round in the front and V in the back, or vice versa.
She even has a little version. It's like, it's the vest. I think she modified it's the vest, but it has a little tie in the front. It's super cute.
Yeah. So tons of options. And that's the nice thing with her patterns. She really does give you as many options as she can figure out / what her testers can modify, that they can grade out for the different sizes, which is really cool. So sorry, I was distracted because I thought there was going to be an accident out there with people trying to get into the parking spots. There's a steakhouse. If you're not local, there's a steakhouse. I hate to use the word steakhouse. That's what it's called. It's not a steakhouse. It is like a Cracker Barrel country store. Good food. But people see steakhouse and they're like, oh, it's a fancy steakhouse. Ew. No. Good old country cooking. But they've had power, I think, either maybe off generator or this whole time. And so they have been packed.
Oh, yeah.
We came up here Tuesday to check on the shop in Surrey. And I mean, people were parked in the fire lane. It was chaotic down here because they were like the only restaurant around open. Actually, literally them. We drove around Cracker Barrel in Conroe by like the theater, and the Mama Juanita's by the old outlet mall.
Oh, wow.
Those were the only restaurants in Conroe that had power, and they were all packed.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. Hurricane fun. So I have I guess you could call it like a hurricane cast on, kind of. So, and I'm just blanking on the name of this. My gosh. I want to call it Celia, but that's so wrong. Oh no. What is the name of this? I think the iPad's charged enough to...
I was gonna say, I don't know if
I
you
don't
told me or
know.
not.
Technical difficulties. Well, anyway, while she's looking up the name, I'll show you. It's a cute little tank top, like a boat neck tank. I know I talked about it on our live. It's gonna be so cute. I don't know why Ravelry's not coming up. We have internet. iPad is being cantankerous. So anyway, I am doing this very cute, unnamed at the moment. We will definitely have it up when we put the show notes. Cute little tank top. It comes in 2 versions. This one with the ribbing, but it's like a rolled neck with a rib, and then one without the ribbing. And you get both in the pattern. I'm using... Oh,
it went away.
That's weird.
You're not signed in either.
Oh, that's here.
You play your pretty music.
Yeah, do. Please wait while we are experiencing technical difficulties. Oh, that makes me think of Sabai.
Okay.
How Sabia?
I don't know. I'm not gonna try.
Sabai. I'm going to pull it up here and show you, although it'll be backwards. Sabai. Sabai. By Susanne Muller. It's German, so it's probably not Sabai. Anyway, I am knitting this version. How cute is that? So, like a little boat neck, ribbed detail, tank. Out of Lynn in the very bright yellow color, which we do have in stock. I'm 99.9% positive. And so I am almost done with the back. The front's done. And then I'll join it in the round and then just almost be done. Because the nice thing about this tank is you do all the sleeve finishing as you go.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's worked completely. I mean, you cast on in the round and you do this cute little increase right here to get that look. It's really fun. This is the lemon colorway, by the way, in Lynn. And so far I just attached my second ball, so pretty good use of yarn here. But yeah, that was my little hurricane cast on. Need something bright to see because, you know, no power and black or dark yarns, not the best.
I have a little portable charger that has this light thing that you put in it. And then I was wearing a shirt with a pocket in it, so I just stuck it in my pocket. And then I was like, oh, this is perfect.
That's funny. My mom was crocheting yesterday, and she has, I mean, they had a generator and then the power, but she has this nice little gooseneck lamp that she just puts over and so that was fun.
All right.
Oh, that was a big crack.
All right, next cast on.
Oh, look at that.
More socks. So I had some leftover of the speckled Suburban Stitcher sock yarn. So I decided I'm experimenting. I put Andorra with it, which is a sport weight, but it was one of the only yarns in my stash that would go with this yarn. So I'm doing Andorra for the toe, heel, and the cuff. I haven't decided how long I want to do yet.
Well, the good thing about Andorra is it's very strong yarn because it's Highland wool and a little bit like 20% mohair, which mohair actually adds a lot of strength to your socks. Mohair and silk. Especially if you don't want nylon in your socks. It just really, that's why you see a lot of, especially up north or like in the Nordic countries, they'll add a strand of mohair to their socks just for the added strength. And typically your mohair has both silk and mohair in it, like tin silk mohair. And it just adds a lot of strength and obviously warmth to it.
Yes.
So that's gonna be great.
So I'm doing the Andorra and then the Suburban Stitcher sock for the main color. I am following a pattern. It's the Kettle Chip socks by Mattie Moe, I think is her name.
Okay.
And I was gonna do the mirrored toe, and I followed the pattern for a little bit, and then I decided to do some increases only on the outside, so it is more of an anatomical toe shape. Yeah, and this pattern has an afterthought heel, so it'll be my first time doing that. Nice. It looks very intimidating, but also really interesting. So,
I mean, once you get over the, I'll say, fear of cutting your knitting, they're pretty easy.
It seems really easy. It's just actually cutting it. Like, you don't want to cut the wrong spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, super cute. Yes, Andorra. I think this is caramel or something. I think it's the caramel colorway.
Yeah.
And Suburban Stitcher sock in Sea Smoke.
Very nice.
Yep. So that was my second hurricane cast on. Well, this one was a real hurricane cast on. The other one was pre-hurricane.
Hurricane.
And then you don't have any more?
I don't have any.
Wow, I have more than Sharon.
Well, I mean, I have more, but
yes,
they're at home.
So, my last project is my good Willow sweater.
You bound off.
I bound off the hem. So I did the same. I did knit, I think 2 or 3 more rounds than the pattern called for, and then I did the double knitting and Italian bind off combo that Petite Knit does. I really like it. I did it for the Moby, and I really like how it looks. So that part's done, and I also did the collar. I also did the double knitting, but I did the double knitting all the way up instead of just the 2 last rows. So it's kind of a little bit thicker, and I like that.
Almost gives you the look of like a folded.
Like a folded, but not, you don't have to fold it.
Nice.
Very nice. And then I started the sleeve. So yeah. Yay. It's looking so good.
It is.
I love it. It looks so pretty.
It does. Oh my goodness. What?
But yeah, this is my good Willow sweater by
Oh my gosh.
Allison Cribs. I think is her name. Using Ulysse and Nuit for the main color, and Spincycle dyed in the wool Strawflower for the color work.
Fabulous.
Yep.
That's gonna
Super
block
cute.
out so pretty.
I know, I'm so excited.
It really is.
The cable rib is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, that's my last one.
Okay. Well, this is going to be a bit of a short episode because I have nothing else to show you. That being said, the online shop, of course, is open 24/7. We are back to being open our normal hours, 10 to 4, which is great. So yeah, if you are around, although this isn't going to be able to get posted until we have internet back, or not internet, but internet and power back at the house, because I need to use my desktop. So anyway, when you see this, it will mean we have power back at my house. Yay! But the shop is back open, and yeah, hopefully we don't have another. It wasn't a bad storm, it was just power issues with substations and lines and gotta love it. Anyway, I feel like we need to talk about more stuff, but we have nothing else to talk about, which is kind of weird.
We got in more Yorkshire DK.
We did get in Yorkshire DK. We don't have all the colors because Dye Studio doesn't have power either. And that's not something you want to do without air conditioning at all. So they're on a bit of a hiatus at the moment, but we did get, I would say, a decent chunk of the colors in Yorkshire DK, so you can see that on the website. Obviously come in the store. I know right off the bat we've got like Royal Mantle, Royal Ballet, I think Welsh Slate and Cobblestone are in over there.
We have
Mar. I think St. Andrews is over there. I don't think we have antique leather yet. I don't think we have gilded yet.
I think we do have gilded.
Do we have gilded? We might have it. Go to the website and you'll see what we actually have. We also got a couple stragglers of sport, but not like 1 or 2 colors. So yeah, that's about all the updates that we've got. Yeah. So it's a short little episode.
Little filler episode. Little update.
But yeah, hopefully next time I'll have a finished object. I still think I'm missing one.
You had to finish something.
I know.
You finished your the old-fashioned cardigan, was that right? Or was that
last? I finished that a while ago.
Okay.
It just, the pattern released. So hey, if you are interested in knitting the old-fashioned cardigan and you want to do it in the DK like I did, Yorkshire DK is back and available.
Yes.
I really do feel like
something.
there was something. That's gonna annoy me now the rest of the day.
I'll have to go back and look at the last podcast. See what you were working on.
See what was close. I don't know.
Oh well.
I also haven't had enough coffee today, obviously, with the amount of yawning that I've been doing. Oh, goodness. So, thanks for tuning in to this little bit short episode. And thanks so much for all your messages, because I know a lot of you guys did send us messages wanting to make sure we were okay from the hurricane. And we are. And we appreciate your online orders that you put through the hurricane as well. That was very much appreciated. Everything that was placed for the past few days while we've been without power should be shipped out later today. I believe our mail service is back up. So everything should be going out. And yeah, we will see you guys soon. If you haven't, by the way, sign up for Yarn Trail. It's end of August, which will be here before we know it. So definitely check that out. And we'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully we all have power. Yay! Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.